but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on, don't do the handouts of the favors. Told my brother I'ma get you in my always no strings attached.
We're about 40 Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to Santa Clara. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. An early test. 2 plays in. This is third and 2. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Talk about a young man who's been living up to the hype. Nick Bosa, 9 sacks in the regular season 2019, but really turned his game up for the postseason. Had 4 in their run to the Super Bowl with the 49ers. This guy plays with such passion, such strength.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 49.
And he'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Check 26, check 26, check.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in secondary.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. pressure right. Looking in zone. Born the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49ers. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder?
And now look at him go. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And the Niners get there and bring him down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Aaron Rodgers sack.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Out to his left. And he floats one there, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
A gain of 7 and a Packer 1st down. That's the end.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading score. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
I actually like the fake, all right? It gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people, because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this point.
I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Excellent work that time to get free. And for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the 1st half, and our highlights will likely be on the deep. And he's going to go down again. Dean Lowry, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. 50 to the midfield stripe. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points? Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. If you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. First and goal at the 1. They'll run with Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And this will make it into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're...
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next. This game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Play action. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. At each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, 38 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams bat. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, times, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that in too many play sheets, do you?
No.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second? And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big game.
That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I remember when Alan Lazard came out of Iowa State, many questioned his speed and wondered if he could separate from defenders downfield. He got pressed into action in the middle of last year due to injury for Green Bay.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 19 yards away. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
This is caught. 25 yards that time. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about it in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now Garoppolo. It in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good...
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Packers 13.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with second and very long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question.
It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
San Francisco.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Niners take take over first and 10.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 43. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Got the connection here to Bourne. At each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And he gets it down to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.